Alrighty then, back once again for another reaction. This time it's Demon Slayer Season 1, Episode 10. Directly continuing on from Tanjiro's epic move. You know, he did all of his spinning and centrifugal force and stuff, and managed to manipulate Aragai's arrows back onto himself. So, basically blowing him to bits, but something tells me that things aren't quite over yet. There's going to be another sting in the tail, but I was very happy with how the fight went. A lot of good spectacle, and as I pointed out before, I really like how we always get to see how Tanjiro knows how to fight. I loved when he span himself around at the same rate of the arrow spinning in the other direction so it wouldn't snap his arm off. That was very inspired. I loved that. And as I said, it reminded me of Zoro from One Piece, how he turned at just the right time to avoid a similar fate happening, but it was like strictly related to swords. Yeah, I don't actually have much to say here. I've got a lot to watch today. I wanted to sit down and watch some Demon Slayer, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. There's not much I can really say in the way of prediction, because I never read the original manga. I know nothing about the story, except what's already been explained in the anime. So, from this fight, where do we go? I don't know. Obviously, he needs to find a way to harvest some of their blood so that they can research it. But other than that, I don't know where we're going, so let's find out. Next episode, eh? That's when we're gonna fully start interacting with Zenitsu. Okay. I was wondering when he would show his face again, because clearly he has a big role to play, and there's only a limited number of episodes in the season, so I knew it had to be soon, so I'm glad it's immediately after we resolve the previous conflict, which, holy damn, what a brutal end to that. I did not expect that. At first I was very impressed that Tanjiro managed to outlast that last-ditch effort while he was dying, like while the demon was dying. Like, it just unleashed that barrage of directional assaults, and he somehow managed to put up with the abuse on his own body to pull out his training and do everything that he needed to do. And like I say, I was proud of him for doing that. It showed how accomplished he was in his training, that he was able to pull it off. So I was very proud and happy for him, despite how hurt he ended up being afterwards. Like, ow. But then, something I wasn't expecting was the way that the woman was defeated. Like, I don't think I quite understood what happened. Was it significant that she said Muzan's full name? Is that what suddenly, like, was she not supposed to reveal him or something? Like, or explicitly confirm that that's who sent her? Because there seemed to be a sort of moment where they were like, oh, you said the name, like, and then she started losing and dying and panicking. Like, so I didn't quite understand what happened there. So if that was a rule, then feel free to tell me. I might not have paid enough attention to what was happening before, but that's part and parcel of first experience watching. Like, at first I thought it was some kind of effect of the mist itself, like it was attacking her from the inside or something, but no, it was Muzan's cells that were devouring her body. So I don't know what triggered there. If anyone could like fully explain it to me, that would be much appreciated, and then I'm sure I could make sense of it going forward. It looked cool though, in the most grotesque of ways. Like, this anime really goes all out with the gore. Like, But in terms of cartoonish gore, like, it's nowhere near on the level of, say, Berserk kind of, like, goriness. Like, you know, where it's a bit more gritty. Like, this was still a lot, but it was presented in the style that's sort of more palatable to the eyes. So, yeah, I'm trying to say that it was cool. I liked it, but it was still a bit, oh, okay, this is happening. Like, it takes you a bit by surprise at first. Like, yeah, this is a pretty dark series. Like, but I do like that we have the moments of levity, especially when it comes to Nezuko. Nezuko, I think, serves a very important role in this kind of story as being, like, the little speck of light within the darkness of the story. Like, little wholesome things here and there, like the head patting and seeing them as humans and family members, you know, reminding her of her own family, giving them nice hugs and just looking adorable all the time. Like, she provides a nice counterweight to all of the dark shit that's happening around her. Like, she really does provide a nice visual and emotional counterpoint to everything. It was really fun to see her have that kicking contest. That was pretty out there. that was just very fun, because it was like, I have a stronger kick, I have a stronger kick, I have a stronger kick. It was like Sanji fighting a mirror from One Piece. Something that struck me as was the fact that Tanjiro once again showed his empathy side of things. I know that people said that's one of the main strengths that he has as a main character, is that he always, like, sees the other side of it and feels sorry for how these demons have come to be in the first place, and, you know, the situations around them and stuff. Like, he understands them to an extent, and yeah. What I got from that was that the human underneath that had been corrupted initially really liked Temari balls and playing with them, and whatever, like throwing them, and those becoming the main weapon of choice for her demon self were a result of some of those memories, like, influencing her choice. Like, you know what I mean? I think it must be that a part of your original personality before you were corrupted, like, can influence the way you are as a demon, kind of thing. Like, just something as small as that. Like, oh, she liked these Temari balls. As her demonic self, she uses them to fight with. Like, that's what I got out of that. That in the dying moments, some of the original human consciousness that was left was talking about wanting to play with the Temari balls, like that base desire in the back of her head. If I'm along the right lines with that, let me know. If not, again, try and steer me in the right direction as to understanding how everything in this series works. Because I'm watching a bunch of different shows right now, and some details are going to slip past me, like through the fishing net, as they say. So, this is where you guys come in. I really like you to help. I really like when everyone helps keep me on board with the things that are happening in the stuff that I'm watching, because it can get a bit overwhelming at times. But I'd like to think that I followed everything mostly to the letter. I'll be happy if most of what I said is right. As I said, I've really come to appreciate Tamio and Yushiro as characters, because they kept endearing themselves to me over and over again, and now I'm really gonna miss them. But in light of their absence, we now have Zenitsu, and I know that my friend that requested me to watch this show in the first place has been very excited to see his reintroduction into the story, because Zenitsu is her favourite character. So I think both of us are going to be very pleased going forward, because I have been wanting to see more of Zenitsu as well, because I think he sounds interesting. So yeah, that's all for now, and I shall see you guys next time.